Welcome back to the channel, and today I wanted to show you what you could expect from ANA's the Room Business Class on the 777-300ER. Please follow me on Instagram at BrandonJohnson10K for behind the scenes looks at content that I will be reviewing in the future. So finally I got the chance to fly the Room, and wow, I was just amazed here as I take a walk through the cabin. I've got a 1-2-1 configuration where, as you can see, the seats on the window sides, they really on both sides, they go from forward facing to rear facing, but just absolutely huge seats. I mean, very comparable to the Q suites on Qatar Airlines, but I don't know, this might be, it's hard to say. I've flown Q suites before, and now after flying this, it's hard to say which one is better. I do think this might have a slight edge, especially when it comes to the cuisine if you choose the Japanese option. I guess if you like Japanese food. So let's take a look, more detailed look at the seat here as you come into the huge seat here. So when you flip this pouch up, this is a cabinet, but below here you've got the universal charging port, USB port, HDMI port as well under here. A slick little design there. So here you do have a cabinet. While you could store something in here, it isn't extremely deep, more or less for the vomit bag, safety card. You've got a mirror here, but the cabin, as you can see, the cabinet's not that deep to put a lot of things. I guess you could put a slender wallet in there if you wanted to. Looking back at the wide seat, here you've got some of the bedding that comes with it, and yeah, I just feel like with ANA, there's just so much so much there to put away. There you got mattress cover, bedding, pillows, you got slippers, headphones pre-wrapped, and you do have the Globetrotter amenity kit, which I'll do a separate video on that, about the amenity kit in due time. But just a massive seat, so all that stuff can sit next to you and you can still sit comfortably in the seat, which is nice. So here, around here, you've got the seat controls. Here you can lay the seat flat. You've got the in-flight entertainment remote. Up front you've got the huge in-flight entertainment screen, and when you pull this down, this is the tray table. So that comes out halfway folded, and you can just unfold it to put the full tray table to use. The nice thing is you can get out of your seat while the tray table is out just by pushing it up. So that is a plus, the way that's designed. You see the curvature goes with the design of the seat, so that was well thought out. Here you've got a coat hook, a light up top there. To your left side, you've got a USB port and the headphone jack. And there's the footwell. And again, I like the little attention to detail because there's a place underneath that to put your slippers and shoes. You also do have a place here to put something as well. So just little thoughtful things with the design I do appreciate with the seat. And here's a look, which I'll show you in a minute. This is locked during while you're on the ground, but this is how you'd actually retract your door. Well, put the shield up in the door. You do have individual air vents, which is a plus. And there is the large window you have to look out of. So here is the window shade, which is nice. I like having these. This is more in line with what you see on the Airbus A380 on Emirates. So there, that closes, giving you even more privacy when you want to shut the window. And here's a look at how the privacy shield works. That button there, you hit this button here. I think I was just impatient with this because it actually does automatically come out by itself, and that will semi-close. So it does give you a bit more privacy there, although it sits low, so somebody walking by can still look in and it doesn't go all the way to the floor. Not that anybody's going to really be looking underneath, hopefully not. Let's take a look at the seat recline, as I always like to do. So in the lay flat position, again, I'm 5'11", just so you have a reference for that. And the seat is very comfortable. I was able to get some good sleep on this flight. And by the way, this is flight NH-112 from Tokyo Haneda to Chicago O'Hare Airport. So let's take a look at the bedding. So here you've got a pillow, another pillow. So comfortable pillows. And this is the blanket that you get with that was sat out there. No problems with the blanket. And there is the mattress pad if you wanted to use that for extra padding on the seat. I didn't use it. I thought the seat is just fine to sleep on. Here's a look at the headphones that you got with that were out there pre-packaged. Headphones are pretty good. And here are the slippers that came with the flight. So you did have a cooling towel. This was actually after takeoff, and pre-departure beverages were offered with the choice of orange juice or sparkling wine. So I'm gonna leave you with the takeoff, and I'll be back shortly to talk about the rest of the flight. Welcome back. Let's take a look at the bathroom on the 777-300 ER for ANA. So, yeah, at first glance, it's a pretty standard bathroom. I do like the slate gray interior of it. Goes well with the rest of the decor of the interior and the seats. But one thing that is special about the bathroom is it has a bidet. So you tend to see this on ANA and Japan Airlines, which is a nice feature. So you can have that extra clean feeling after engulfing all of that Japanese food. So other than that, standard bathroom, no window in it. So the meal service, now you can choose either the American or Japanese option. To me, it's a crime not to choose the Japanese option, especially coming out of Tokyo. But I'm gonna leave you with the menu and I'll be back to talk about the meal service. welcome back. So the meal service started off with the ANA signature stick and the pastrami turkey and chili potato amuse-bouche, which that was a very good start to things. Then moved on to miso grilled chicken with pine nuts, with simmered bamboo shoot, simmered carrot in plum vinegar, as well as marinated smoked salmon and vegetables in apple cider vinegar, marinated duck and miso and simmered vegetables also there. So that was more or less the appetizer. These plates are small, but you get full fast. Suntory whiskey is what I had after that. It's a blend of 5 whiskeys that they were offering. So for the main, I had simmered beef and tofu in a soy-based sauce with grilled green halibut marinated in sake lees. That was excellent. Had some steamed rice, miso soup, and Japanese pickles to go along with that. So again, this was the Japanese meal. Highly recommend you choose that, especially coming out of Tokyo, and just so many flavors out of it. After that, I had a cheese course, and a chocolate was handed out right before that. So I also did have the Japanese breakfast, so I doubled down on that. That consisted of cabbage, mushroom, bacon, and soy sauce. Had a yellowtail fish and white miso sauce with steamed rice to go along with that, as well as miso soup and Japanese pickles, and a kawaso juice. So yeah, all the food was exceptional on this flight. I can't say enough about that. I'll let you take a look at the Wi-Fi. I thought it was reasonably priced, especially for the full flight option there. So I'll let you take a look at the Wi-Fi as well as the in-flight entertainment system, and I'll be back with my final thoughts. Okay, welcome back. I wanted to give you my final thoughts on this flight. First of all, I wanted to give a shout out to Mogi. She was the flight attendant taking care of me during this flight. Absolutely wonderful. She was really excited to see that I was recording this to make a review of it. I was really proud of the product, and she should be. This is an excellent hard and soft product from ANA. The food was really incredible. So many different flavors in the food, and something I really don't experience with other cuisines on airlines. To me, that makes ANA unique. It might be also unique of Japan Airlines as well, but I haven't flown them in a while. I guess one thing to note that I did find interesting, you don't get pajamas. I don't know if you only do in first class or not, if they just don't give them out, and I didn't ask about them either, so I'm not sure if that's something that if you ask, they can be brought to you upon request. Not sure. Please comment below if you know that or not. But all in all, it was just an excellent flight. Food, service. The seat is extremely comfortable, extremely private. It's just an incredible seat. In-flight entertainment is good. As far as selection on the in-flight entertainment, it's decent. It's not the greatest, but I'll tell you one thing. The interface is far better than the screens they use on their 787-9. I will have a review on a flight on that aircraft in business class for ANA coming in the future. So you can see what I'm talking about there. But all in all, excellent experience on ANA. It's been a while since I've flown them, but that was my experience in the room business class on ANA's 777-300ER on flight NH-112 from Tokyo Haneda to Chicago O'Hare. As always, I do appreciate you watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and share this with a friend. Thank you.